Y'all hear me? Testing. Ooh, testing, testing. Um, we are going to go ahead and continue on with putting this comic book page together here. At this time, we have pretty much sketched out and inked the top panel and the bottom panel. What I'm going to be doing at this moment is touching up, cleaning up anything that I may need to. And along the way, I'm going to be adding additional details to the picture to put it together overall, and then we'll transition on to putting in the word bubbles or possibly actually the special effects. Like some things that I have drawn, I may actually go in, erase, and again make some adjustments. Maybe it's some moderate, depending on the situation. But we're gonna get into that in a moment. I'm probably vibing and just watching something while I'm drawing at the same time. Always feel free to just go ahead and hit me up in the chat as well. That's always encouraged. I can definitely use the company. Um, and so, what this picture overall is, it's this creature known as a king, and they pretty much look like a rabbit or a hare or a lynx or a mix between. And they have some features that of a lion as well in their roar, um, but they really excel at like hand-to-hand combat, high power when it comes to being able to manipulate ether, which is a energy source or a natural energy source of sorts within the realm of this universe here. And at this time, he's in an underground research facility where he's located this specimen here. And we'll get into more details on that shortly. I got some food too I'm eating here on the side. I was a little hungry. All right. And what I did before when I was working on this is I got to a stopping point, but I rotated the image. So I flipped it around horizontally just to make sure that the image itself wasn't like misshapen. Because a lot of times you can do that. You can focus so much on drawing something for a time that you don't realize possibly that the image is off slightly. So I would also encourage artists to do that as well, is to make sure that you are from time to time flipping your image over and making sure that everything is even as it should be. This will also be part of a YouTube series that I'm going to be putting together. Well, I think I've started one before where I've done comic panels, but we're going to be doing that predominantly from the rest of my work going forward, in addition to like maybe any commissions that's done, which will be illustrations for the most part, 9 times out of 10. It's either a fight stick illustration or it's just like an illustration in general. trying to find a new series to watch on Amazon. So I've recently been watching Reacher, which has been pretty good. I've watched some of Electric Dreams, um, well, more than some, but I don't know how many seasons they have. I'm on season one, episode 8. Let's get some music going in there. I'm still here. What I'm doing also is pulling up references that I can use for because what I'm gonna do now is draw like damage to the walls, to the ceilings, and so on and so forth. So I just want to just pull up just some references that I can use to make sure that I'm kind of like accurately trying to convey what it is I'm trying to draw. And I'll tell you, I used to be the type to think like, oh, you're using references, that's cheating somewhat. Like it's not. It's not. Now if you're straight up tracing, that's different. That's But if you are using references, like just credit it. If you credit the reference, then you're good. You're trying to take something for your own, and you're just trying to say you didn't use any references. It's just off the top. You're like, come on now. Now it becomes a conflict. So, just trying to see some, like, get some images of some walls that have been damaged. So, we're gonna play with a few things here at this point. I used to also think sometimes you have to rush with an art piece, and you don't need to. We live in such a world right now too. Sometimes you think you have to rush and be somewhere, which leads me on to another conversation. Many a times, people believe that, um, career-wise, or even financially, that they have to be somewhere. A lot of people sometimes don't meet success or great success until they're a little bit older in age. And you get some people that get success early and they fumble the bag. So, man, it I'm gonna tell you, it sucks sometimes to hear, or sometimes somebody may listen to what I'm about to say right now, and it may say it sounds stupid, right? They really may say it sounds stupid. And I will say, just because depending on your situation and your circumstance, some things could be, life threatening or detrimental. So I get that part, but when it comes to some things that may even be uh, less threatening, I guess you could say, sometimes you have to. Hmm. This might be a little more spiritual or scriptural based, what I'm gonna say, but you have to rest in the storm. You have to. You really have to. You have to give it your best, give it all that you got, and then that's what you got to do. Honestly, if it's one thing that's for certain, life is always gonna have hardships. That's one thing life can promise you. It's gonna give you that. But it's how you deal with the test. And life's gonna keep throwing you the same test until you pass it. That's what it does. Now I did find a reference that I wanted to use for the. I'm gonna use it's like a stained wall effect. So let's go with that and see what we can cook up. I may play around with a few of the brushes. What you laughing about, Slick? My little speech. So you laughing? I'm speaking from the heart. This real life. This real life. The preacher man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Gotta preach to people out here. It ain't just in the pulpit. Let me see. This might not be the brush that I want to use. We'll play with this for a minute. I don't know. We might not use this. We'll see what it do. I might pass on this one. Pass. Pass. Um. Mm, let's see. Let's go back. Let's go back. All the way back. All the way. We're gonna try another brush. I could have just erased this all instead of doing this. Like, what's wrong with me? I make the work hard for myself. Gotta stop. Alright. So, let's try this one. This might come through. Like this effect. Maybe. We'll erase some spots too at the same time. I guess what I want to overall give it is some sort of slightly stained effect. If that makes some sort of sense. I'm a preacher man, you gonna baptize your ass. Delivered. You can get delivered. Just run up out of nowhere, grab you by the head. Ah! Throw a sheet over your face. Okay, see, certain parts will make larger. Eesh, that's too obvious. Bad, you can't work with that. Hmm. Was that supposed to be you jigging? That's you jigging right now. Hit the jig. With your rabbit coat on. Do a little jig with my rabbit coat. Do my little jig, go do my little poke. Do my little dance. Do my little prance. Hit a little shake. Then I make it bake. All up in the oven. Mama told me it was gonna be something. Twitch off the bean. Twitch off the lean. Going real crazy. Transform on them. Star screen. Dude. Wow. Yo, I'm gonna do that next time. For real, for real. No, real shit. I'm playing right now. I'm real playing now, but we about to see what the rap skills like. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. It's coming together, man. Like, depending on the level of detail that you want, like you really just got to take your time doing these panels here. The payoff is great. The payoff is always great. Sometimes it may feel tedious, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. So the reason I'm not using a mouse in this situation is because you can control the pressure using the pen. So for those out there that can draw with a mouse, definitely hats off. That's something that's not simple, not at all. But at the same time, there's so much more you can do using that pen digitally. Outside of using traditional tools, of course. It's crazy. Yeah, the place is like covered in stuff. So that's the overall gist. So you want to like add that because it helps with texture, overall helping with the atmosphere of your picture. Like it's harder to see maybe looking at it from this viewpoint, but and I think actually, mm, if I duplicate this, Yeah, it comes through a bit better. Let me duplicate it one more time. Yeah, it comes through. We're gonna go ahead and merge this. Merge all three. We're gonna merge all three of those layers together because I made two duplicates off of that. Merge select layers. Cool. So I still can work over top as I have been already. So, and if I need to erase for any reason, such as this, I can do it. See that? So this is dope. Okay. We're just trying to be meticulous and very deliberate in the spacing of where I was placing all of that. So we're gonna actually add a new layer. I think I may still stick with the same brush. I'm not sure. We'll see. But we're gonna lower the opacity for that brush regardless, right? Um, and we're gonna actually put that layer underneath the stained walls. And this is just gonna add just some extra level of depth and dimension, the atmosphere, whatnot to the image. Making sure that I try not to actually go outside of the actual panels though itself. And it's crazy because this can be an overall very simple image just to start. But again, adding those details, they compile on top of each other, and then you're able to, um, you know, make an image. It's really well put together. So what I'm going to go ahead and actually do next is I'm still going to go ahead and I'm going to make another layer, and I'm going to continue this again. I'll play with the opacity just so I can get an idea of what it is I'm going to go for. I think I may just still make that pretty light. cool. Okay, okay, okay. It's coming together. Alright, I'm actually gonna do it at this point too. Okay, I think I like that. Mm, okay, we'll leave it like that. Okay, I'm gonna add another layer. As for what I want to do with that layer, give me just a moment. I'm trying to piece that together in my head right now. I think we're going to still continue to use those stain spots. We're going to continue adding more layers to that. I was thinking about a dark layer. Or should I just say a dark color? Not a layer. Not too dark, but yeah, something like this. Definitely it stands out. It's more noticeable. Okay. This here. Not sure. We'll also need to put cracks and stuff in the wall, so I'm not forgetting that. Just trying to see if I'm satisfied with everything I've done with this now. Other details. What else can I do? So this brush may come in handy. Clear. just adding details to the image right now. Hello, Mew Birdie Star Mobile. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some comic book art at the moment. I'm just trying to add these details to this wall and the ceiling here, and then not sure what else I want to add other than that. I'm just working along here. Using the wrong pen. Okay. So probably gonna make some adjustments to the monster inside of the tube, the tank itself. I kind of already foresee that happening. This is Ruku Natsu. They got all this other stuff playing. Lord have mercy. So, back to this. It's coming together. It's coming together. I need some other creators. Give me a second. Give me a second. might be a good reference. Is that the whole track? That was gonna be long as hell. What are these? These are like stupid long. That's a lo-fi. Some kind of lo-fi joint. I'm just gonna. I might just need to pull up the playlist for reconnecting. Okay. Actually, I think this is fine the way it is. I don't think I need to add too much more to it, personally. Personally speaking. Okay. We did our thing with this. Alright, cool. So something for me to take note of. satisfied with none of this. I'm not gonna say none of this, but some of this. Let me clean this up. Ugh. It's part of the drawing process. Sometimes you see some stuff you need to do. You could do better. But better early than late. We'll see how that works. Wait, no. We won't know till we try. That's not gonna work. Should have left it alone. add more to the texture. So that's all I'm really doing at this point. To the wall at least. I'll see if we can have any more other details that I want to add as we're going, but at the moment, this is what I'm going to go ahead and work on. We're adding these little lines all throughout here. Oh, bro likes how this page turned out. We're gonna edit this monster too. So just something for me to keep in mind.